Look, you're in my way.
Hello, snackers and snackettes, and welcome back to the Drazelleverse. We have one hell of a show planned for you tonight, so just sit back and take it all in.
The tightrope snapping from the action of our past, now it's removed. Jumping ladies, sailing towards the light, then crashing down a sorry sight that proves what's awaiting. High and drifting by it, lonely, lonely. You are a prisoner, a loathing. I'm unashamed, the same unchanging game of love.
It's amazing.
La la la, I'm ready. This lover, baby, card that I hold threatens the garden of love in my soul. Believe that this love is crazy. Thorns that unfold, this budding human's a lie.
I'm so in love with you.
Even the bad and ugly just might overdo it. Count of 1 and 2 and
La loving you.
use any words, the truth is. Say what you want, it won't change.
Look, you're in my way.
This lover, baby. This envy, baby. What's this? No, miss a lover maniac. Pile up those complaints, acting high, your highness. I find love, I'm acting like I have my luck. They believe I'm winning. My hand was always worthless. 3 times the trumpet, you're so lonely. You are a prisoner, a loathing. I'm unashamed, the same unchanging game called love.
Hey, it's amazing.
La la, I'm ready. This lover, baby's card that I hold threatens the garden of love in my soul. Believe that this love is crazy. Thorns that unfold, this budding human's a lie.
I'm so in love with you.
Even the bad and ugly just might overdo it. Count of 1 and 2 and
La loving you.
use any words, the truth is. Say what you want, it won't change. Look, you're in my way. This lover, baby. This love is crazy. Bingo. Hey, Savage. Glad I caught you.
Oh, how's it going, Sam? Happy Twitchiversary!
Actually, that's kind of what I wanted to talk to you about. I would like to know if you'd be okay if I were to use you to be my mascot for my Twitch channel this year.
Hold on. You want me to be your mascot?
That is what I said, yes.
Sounds like fun.
You'll do it?
Why not?
Thank you! Now, if you don't mind, I gotta go prepare. Thank you! I'll see you later. Thanks again.
I probably should have told her that I don't really know what a mascot is.
Hello, snackers and snackettes, and welcome back to the Drazelleverse. It is my 2-year anniversary. How about that? 2 years. 2 years since I decided to come back and come back to VTubing, because I did do VTubing before, like 4 years ago. And it lasted for a few months, but I didn't get very far in it. Okay. But 2 years. 2-year re-debut. I am in a different outfit. I think my hair is still moving. My hair appears to still be moving. I am in a different outfit, if you could not tell. I am dressed for the occasion. Because I wanted to be in a dress. It is an anniversary, it is a special occasion, and I wanted an outfit for a special occasion. So I went through my closet over there. You can see the sliding door back there. Went through my closet, didn't wind up having a lot of dresses.
Oopsie daisy.
So I had to make one. But when I say make, I say I found this. It was just the wrong size. It was too big. And so I had to modify it to make it fit. And so I learned a lot in the last month about how to add clothing to my models, and my closet has become a little bit more expansive because of it. But you'll get this outfit tonight. You will probably get a different outfit on Sunday, because I guarantee I will have a new outfit done by Sunday. Because I want to be in something that I want to wear a little more often. I like what Ghostly put on it. It's a very, very interesting outfit. So if Ghostly's watching, which I highly doubt, but if Ghostly's watching, you did nothing wrong putting those outfits on there. Those outfits are great. They still just aren't quite my speed, but that doesn't mean you didn't make outfits that are my speed, or that aren't my speed, because this, for example, was designed originally for a Mama Jin. And I got it to fit me, I got it to move with me. I think that was the biggest issue. Getting it to move with me and whatnot, and getting the materials to fit, because surprisingly enough, not all of the clothing that I bought had textures. So I'm still working on unwrapping some of them. But yeah, I have learned a lot in the last while. Also, if you could not tell from the introduction video, I have a new mascot here, sitting here on my desk. That's Savage. Savage has agreed to be my mascot for the year. Savage is an alternate reality version of me, going back about 15 years, when I finally got around to wanting to make a fursona that represented me as me. I actually used my own personality. I did a full-on personality test on myself to determine like what animal I was most like, and it narrowed me down to two of them. A gazelle, which is the one I wound up being, which is why I'm half gazelle and half dragon, or a hyena. So what Savage is... Hi, Savage. What Savage is Savage is the same timeline if I had made the other choice. So they're pretty much like me, but at the same time the mirror opposite of me. They're a lot more confident. They are a lot farther along in their healing journey. They are a lot more comfortable in their own skin. I plan on going full transition. They wound up stopping their transition halfway through because they just got comfortable with it. So they are non-binary. That is a big reason why you will see the variations of the non-binary flag on their color scheme. The purple variance was already going to be what I was going to do. The idea behind the design was supposed to be somewhere between Shenzi and Jessica Rabbit. That is why the general Shenzi appearance and being slightly overweight, because let's face it, she did appear to be slightly overweight when Simba was younger, and no one complains about it because good. But yeah, the variations of the purple were already the design scheme. And when I went to them and was like, hey, can I use you as the mascot? Because like you saw over there, they agreed, but they tracked me down later and they said,
Okay. I have a condition. And my condition is, I looked up the colors of your non-binary flag. And if you are going to use me as a mascot, I insist that you put me in yellow eyeshadow. Because that'll just complete the whole non-binary thing.
and I'm like, you know what? I'm good with that. I'm cool with that. I can do that. Your plush will have yellow eyeshadow.
Yeah, that fucking rules.
You know, it's just kind of one of those things. It was a good interaction. We have good interactions. They are more of a predator than I am, which is a big reason why they have become my mascot for the channel, is they are going to be, generally speaking, the predator taking over the channel. It has been fantastic over the last year to be able to explore different transitions and whatnot, but this year is the year of Savage. Savage is basically taking over the transitions and all that jazz. Occasionally, you can see Rainbow Plush is still over there on the bed. So I'll still do Rainbow Plush transitions every once in a while, but since Savage is going to be the brand, or the mascot of the brand, for at least the year, Savage is basically going to be taking over all of the transitions and whatnot, which is okay. The Gulp Redeem will still be you guys. It'll still be the flesh color of your choice. I'm just saying, like, the general transition is going to be Savage focused. That being said, it is a re-debut, and I have new things to show off. So before we actually get to the point where we switch over to the game, I shall show things off. Let's get rid of the desk real quick. I'm sorry, Savage, but I'm going to have to push you aside for a moment. Yeah, okay, here we go. Are you ready, kids? Okay, so first things first. Why am I turning? I do not want to turn. Why am I... Whoa! I have a little more spatial awareness. Hold on. I don't want to turn. Okay. There. Let me move aside here. Oh, my chair's in the way. Hold on. There we go. Let me move over here so I can show off this side of the room a little bit more. Why am I facing this way now? Show off that side of the room a little bit more. As you can see, there have been more things added to the background of the room. And I'm very, very, very happy about that. There's still the little thing of materia we have over there. Let me over here to show off. We still have this little thing of materia here. I still have my stereo, and if you look very closely above my head right now, you will see music is playing. Thank you, Tremere Winter! Thanks for coming! It's been fun. I'm in the process of showing off all of the new assets that I made. The stereo here has music playing. If I were to come up here and mute the music, the animation stops. Whoa! Weird how that happened. But yeah, the animation happens when music is playing. To show that music is coming from the stereo. That is the thing that is playing the music is my stereo. Finally. I have added a few of my games down here. The games that I have played this year, I finally added to the bottom shelf here. I finally got around to that. I also, if you will look on top here, on top of the shelf, the eggs now have friends. As you can see here, the first game that I played after God of War, which is up there, the Blades of Chaos are up there, you can see them. The first game I played after that, I believe, was Deadpool. I believe it was Deadpool. So Deadpool's head is over there on my on my shelves over there. Next to it, you will see a vial of Adam. I want to say that's Adam. Liz, Adam was the red stuff, right? Eve was the blue stuff? I don't think she can hear me. That's okay. She's in her own room. But it's one of them. It's one of them from BioShock. It's the red stuff. I think it's Adam. I want to say it's Adam. One way or another, I got myself a little memorabilia thing of it, and behind that is a pepper grinder. Those of us who have just recently come off of Alice Madness Returns know full well what the pepper grinder means. Fun stuff. Above that, if you look even closer, you will see a photograph. That photograph is very special to me because that is a photograph of me and my sister Lavina. You know Lavina. I have talked about her frequently. She is moving out here this year with her partner Lupa, who I am also a very close friend with. And so I thought that I would commemorate our time together by putting a poster of her and I dancing together in the room. I love Lavina. She is awesome. She is attempting to start up her own VTubing career. I don't know how far along she's gotten in that. I think I need, I'm currently kind of her model tech support at the moment. So I need to put in the Arcade face tracking for her model. But yeah, she's looking into going back into streaming just like I did. And, hopefully at some point, if the fiber situation gets figured out. I want my fiber, damn it! Give me my fiber! Anyways. Once I get fiber going, I've got collabs lined up. I've been talking to my friend Timber, who just recently started streaming again. They do real-time voice acting. That's what they call it anyways. They're basically doing commentary, and they usually have a few people streaming with them over voice chat and whatnot, I believe. But we talked about doing potential collabs. It's just a matter at this point of finding a game that we would both enjoy playing together. And me getting my fiber upgrade, because satellite... You guys are experiencing the satellite right now, I'm sure. There is bound to be a delay by this point. I don't know. I don't usually stream on Tuesdays. I might be green. I have that part covered because I have ADHD and anxiety. If I see red, I'm probably going to focus on that, and I don't want to do that. But yeah. Picture of me and my sister. Lots of fun. Like I said before, Rainbow Plush moved to the bed. And familiar looking face! Who dat? Who could that be? Plus Zell's back. Plus Zell's hanging out on the bed. That is going to be my retirement zone, as it were, for my plushes. I have a plush mascot. I've had one every year. My first year was Plush Zell. So that's season 1. Season 1 was Plush Zell. Season 2 was Rainbow Plush. And now we have Savage. Savage is the indication of season 3. Woo! Also, wrong button. God Dang it. If you look up here, I have rangs. Behold my rangs. Yep. I got some rings hanging up over there for Sonic. For Sonic Adventure. That's right. I played Sonic Adventure before I played Alice. So I put some rings in between my Animal Crossing house decor. The Hylian shield's still there. I still have all those things. The Moogle remains on the bed for the time being. Because let's face it, Moogles deserve cuddles. I will fight anyone who says otherwise. You don't want to see me pissed off. So the Moogle is on the bed with the season 1 and season 2 plushes. But I still have the Cactar and the Tonberry up there on the top of my dresser. Hi, Cyrus. Thank you. And one thing about my classic bedroom that bothered me. I got the depth wrong when I was drawing out my bed. So while the rest of the room was at a certain angle, my bed was not. That's a problem. I'm surprised things didn't slip off of my bed because of the angle of my bed. So it was just one of those nitpicky things that I kept looking at my bedroom going, something's off here. And once I realized what it was, I fixed it. So the bed is now in its proper place, and it is at its proper angle, its proper depth. So eventually, when I get around to it, because one thing I wanted to do for today that I was not able to, not on me, it was not a skill issue, it was a tech issue. I wanted to have full body tracking. I got full body tracking in VR chat after I made that video at the beginning, or it would have been a lot better. But I got full body tracking. I got an Xbox 360 Connect, and that has been working beautifully in VR chat. It had a little bit of a struggle getting set up at first, but it's working beautifully in VR chat now. And that's great. It's great and everything. But let me get into a different spot here, dog. I'll stand over here next to the door. Why not? We'll have me over here, actually in my room, just standing off to the side. Just zoom me in a little bit. There. Now I'm actually a part of the room, guys. Ta-da! So I wanted to do full body tracking so I could actually walk around the room. But like I said, I got an Xbox 360 Connect. Turns out, the Connect that I need to make the full body tracking work with the program I was wanting to use is actually the Xbox One Connect. So even though the Xbox 360 Connect has been working beautifully for VR chat, it does not have the proper information or coding within it that is necessary for the program that I want to use to do full body tracking with it. Eventually, I will be having full body tracking. I'll be able to walk around the room as you see it, which will be fun.
What about your USB?
Yes. I'm also going to, at some point, pick you up a spare cord from the dollar store, because I noticed that they actually do have them at the moment. So I can set you up with a spare one to just grab and plug whenever. Liz came into the room to hang out for a little bit while I'm showing off. I'm at the tail end of showing off damn near everything that's in my room, though. I'm showing off my dress now. See the dress? It goes wiggle, wiggle, wiggle. Yee.
I'm playing with comments on the figure out the longer.
Nice.
Actually, it is really. I
That's good. She found a game that lets her play with elements on the periodic table. Hard sciences without the hard science.
Yeah, exactly.
Like Bill Nye the Science Guy.
Adam Idol.
Adam Idol. We are not sponsored by Adam Idol, but that is currently what Liz is playing. It currently seems to have potential to be her new bunny game.
Yeah.
What does bunny game mean? I'll explain it later. I keep getting distracted. ADHD! Ah! Anyways, I think I've showed off everything in here. Yeah, I think I've showed off everything in here. But yeah, that's something that I'm still working on. I have made strides. Because as you can see, I am still Claude. I am hovering here for a second so I can show off for you. I am still Claude. Let me get myself back down on the ground real quick. Alright, there we are. I'm still Claude at the current moment, so I'm still full dragon. Right now, not gonna last. Because we are making strides, me and my super duper amazing friend Ryusin, who stops by quite frequently and is a regular, and I believe I moderated him at this point. Are you a mod, Ryu? If you're here? I think I made him a mod. But he's been helping me. I have been making the modifications to the model myself. I've been slowly trying to elongate my tail because lore-wise, my tail is supposed to be twice as long as I am tall and weigh about as much. Yes, that can sometimes be a very, very cumbersome and cause problems, but I was born with it, damn it! And as far as the feet are concerned, we are still working on. I have actually switched out Boombox streamer magic. You am I that far behind? Oh, yep, I'm that far behind. Okay. Well, it's a good thing I'm recording. What was I saying? What was I saying? You weren't paying attention.
Sorry.
It's fine. Notice I came to that conclusion before you said anything. as if to say, I should know better.
Yeah. You really should.
I really should. Yeah, I lost it. I completely lost my train of thought there. Oh, the hooves! Yes, the hooves are coming. The hooves are coming. The edits to the model have been made. Currently, at this point, it is just a matter of making sure that it works. Ryusin has reached out to a third party to assist with the tail issue. Because the hooves worked fine. He just needed to remap a few things to make their hooves work. So the hooves are on. The problem that still remains is the tail. Because I've been elongating the tail, it's nowhere near as long as it's supposed to be lore-wise. I don't think I'm ever going to officially have it as long as it needs to be lore-wise. Because once again, very cumbersome. We're not trying to do aptophilia here on the stream. Although, I do have it. You have no idea what aptophilia is. Aptophilia is usually some kind of engorged or enlarged body part or some form of oblong anatomy that the characters were born with that causes them some form of not discomfort. It's not discomfort thing, but they struggle with it in their day-to-day lives. Where like let's say you're really, really into like fat asses that are always knocking mugs off of the tables and shit. That's technically aptophilia. But it's most commonly known for other things like what was that one really, really niche treasure island in space. Not Treasure Planet, the other one. Titan AE? I think it was. Titan AE? Yeah. I'm getting confirmation from Liz. Yeah, Titan AE. Where they have that one character who is their mechanic, I think? Who has like those really gigantic freaking legs, right? Those really huge legs that cause issues for other people, but she's like gotten used to having them. So she's just gotten used to working around other people. That's aptophilia. If you like that character,
Oh, you mean like the mom type character in Robot with her ass?
kinda. Imagine a character with, well, like say, imagine me, a character with a tail that's twice the length of their body and just as thick. Imagine going about my day-to-day life when I have that monstrosity to drag around. But at the same time, imagine also those cartoon dragons that like to make furniture with their tails, where they lounge around on their tails as if it's a couch and stuff. That's still aptophilia. Because it's a body part that's large enough for them to do things that most common people of normal-sized anatomy would not be able to do. So some people have made, I'm pretty sure, once again, I'm probably butchering the concept. If you really, really would like to know, I believe that a mutual of mine by the name of Coddle, he explains it far better than I ever could in an old tweet that he made that I believe I have reference to at some point. But yeah, he explains it far better than I do, because though I do have aptophilia, I don't have it anywhere near as much as he. Like, if my vorphilia, the amount of vorphilia within me is the amount of aptophilia within Coddle. He is also a vorphile, but his concept of vor is like my concept of aptophilia. As it were. So, like, he's not as into vor as he is into aptophilia. I'm not into aptophilia as much as I am a vorphile. I still enjoy it because I like characters with unique features. I can't help it. Imperfections, to me, equal perfection. Ah, Centered and Mike, hi! Welcome to the stream. Thank you! Just showing off the room. I have been showing off the room, and I've been talking about stuff. I've been talking about aptophilia and Titan AE currently. But yeah, I've been showing off the room. I got a lot of new stuff. For those of you who are new, hold on, let me just get out of the way here. I have wizardry going on with my music. Check it out. I can pause the music. Where'd the music go? I can't see the music anymore. I made an animation to show that when the music's playing. Cyrus thought it was pretty cool. He mentioned it even 25 minutes after I said anything about it, which is probably the amount of delay he has. But I also have Deadpool's head over there on my shelving, my bookcase, or bookcases. The bookcases, Sam. I've got Deadpool's head. Is Adam the red one? Adam's the red one and Eve is the blue one, right? For Bioshock. Adam's the red one in the container that's shaped like a heart, right?
Yes.
Yes? Okay.
Well, yeah. Yes. Eve is the blue.
Eve is the blue one, Adam's the red. Okay, so that's Adam. I have a little container of Adam on my desk because, I mean, they don't do anything in my timeline. I mean, there's a reason that I have a frickin' bowl of materia next to my door. They don't do anything. They're basically just giant marbles in my timeline, because my magic system works very, very differently than theirs does. So, yeah, their type of magic is not very effective within my... I guess the mansion actually isn't a part of the timeline, is it? The mansion exists within the subspace inside of my omniverse. Right? That's how I've explained it. Kind of delayed, but happy anniversary. Thanks, Mike! But that's how I've explained it before, right, Liz? Is that the Mindspace mansion exists within a subspace within my omniverse. Yeah. A subspace of my own creation, not unlike the multiversal hub that I created for all of my alters, my variants. Yeah, I'm so powerful, I can create subspaces, but for some reason, I can't control when I shrink. I mean, I can, but not all the time. Figure that shit out. Let me get my tail out of your face real quick. There we go. I had my tail dangling in front of... The last thing that we want is plush vor on stream. My tail was just dangling in front of her mouth. I could very much see her just going, ah! Onto the tip of my tail, and then I'd be running around going, ah!
I might just nibble your tail playfully, just because it's there, and that's what I do. If I am still like a toddler, I will still shove anything into my mouth.
But back to my cliff notes, because I already did this tour. I did the Atom. I have a pepper grinder there. I have rings in between my Animal Crossing house stuff awards. I have a picture of me and Lavina hanging up on my wall. Lavina does not get her own plushie, but I did want to have a representation of her because she's my sister. I love her and I support her, and I hope that her streaming experience is as fun as mine has been for the last 2 years. All right, let's get me back into spot. Where's my chair? I don't know why I yell. I don't think you do either. It's okay. Welcome back to me. It is me time. I am trying to fix my position. Get me back into position. Where's my desk? Pull my desk back. Sub goal. I am 25% of the way to completing my sub goal. Thank you for the reminder. Oh! Ah!
Come on, my child. You need to know how to read.
That's why. Thanks for the resub, Mike. They've been subscribed for 15 months. Wow! That's almost of. No, that's a little over a year. That's pretty cool. 5 viewers. Hi, everybody. Welcome to the stream. I'm not re-debuting, but it's my 2-year anniversary. I got a new background music. I have a new outfit. I'm wearing a dress because it is a special occasion. I probably should have let my hair down too. I'm still working on that one. I'll get there. So we have showed off everything there is to show off for the bedroom. We're still going to do hangouts and stuff here. However, I am not going to be doing my gaming stuff in this room anymore. Since it is season 3, season 2, I kind of confined myself back into my room. Season 3, I'm expanding back out to the rest of the mansion. That's right, you're getting a new room! If you guys saw the introduction, or the advertisement that I had posted on Blue Sky, you will have seen a silhouette, a little abstract silhouette of the room. And those of you who have actually spent time in the Mindspace Mansion will probably recognize the room, because I have used it for art once or twice. So, without further ado, let's get our happy butts to the game room! Let's go! I teleported to the game room. Here we are. It is kind of bland and boring compared to my bedroom, but that is because I have the right to decorate my bedroom. This is a public space. This space gets decorated by the community, as it were. Yes, kind of. I still need to keep certain spaces blank, like over there, under the TV, I need to keep that blank so that way all of the Twitch alerts can happen. Yeah. But yeah, I'm probably gonna start posting like posters of the game I'm gonna play over there. I've still got the TV with you guys in the background back there. As you can see, the plushes have joined me on the couch. And they are a little bit more lively here. They're bobbleheads in the bedroom, but in this room, they just kind of like to blink randomly. I like those two. I like Savage, but those two are my favorite. They were the funnest ones. They were the funnest ones to work on. Because look at them. Look at them. They're basically having a conversation with their blinking. It's adorable. It's so cute. But this is my gaming room. Behind this couch, let me hide the plushes in the couch real quick so I can show off. There is, if you can see, there is a couch behind the couch I was currently on. They have their own little gaming space, and that is what makes my gaming room such an important part of the community. This communal space is designed for gaming. That is why it is the gaming room. And so there are multiple spots here in this room where the people who spend time in my Mindspace mansion can come in and game themselves. And that is why it has showed up in art. That table back there in the background is especially important because it was in a birthday piece. It was in a birthday piece where Liz and I played chess and I lost. And because I lost, she went nom 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 on Zell. And then she played Lupa and then she lost. I know, hard to believe. But it happened. And I put it on paper. It exists. In the form of artwork. Did you gobble Lupa or did Lupa? I'm pretty sure Lupa got you in that one. In the end. I think that's what it was. I can't remember. I'll have to go and look. God, it's been years since I drew that. Ah! So yes, there is all of the new stuff. Lots of stuff been worked on. It's been a lot of fun. It's been a lot of fun last 2 years. Yay, 2 years. Hopefully we will have even more upgrades coming this year. I know for a fact that I will have my hooved model ready before my affiliate anniversary. Hi Ryu, thank you! You can confirm for me. We are definitely going to have the hooved model done before my affiliate anniversary in May. And that's when you're going to see the bigger changes that have happened. I made sure that we had enough to make things slightly different here for the Twitch anniversary. But there's always a mid-season finale. You know? So my mid-season finale is I got my affiliate in half a year. So that's like the perfect time for a mid-season finale. Is I've got my Twitch anniversary and then I've got my affiliate anniversary. So by the time I have my affiliate anniversary, there's gonna be a lot more music in my background. There's gonna be a lot more. The playlist that I have been downloading songs from is 300 songs long, and I've only gotten 50 of them so far. They're all free. You can look them up. They're gonna be in my About page. They're all by the same artist now. It's really good music. That's like, and I'm pretty sure you've heard this You've heard these songs all over YouTube. A lot of VTubers use this music, but it's about time that I got something from one music artist instead of having to jump around genres and artists and cause confusion. It's like the Savage thing. We're narrowing our focus this season. Last season, we introduced a fuck ton of new stuff. In this season, we're narrowing our focus a bit. But yes, there will be new splash screens for the affiliate anniversary. There will be new redeems for the affiliate anniversary. We will hopefully have new animations for the affiliate anniversary. And we will just have to see how that stuff goes. In the meantime, that is all of the new stuff. It has been a lot of fun to share that with you. However, we are switching gears. Let me switch gears real quick. I will be right back. Where's the controller? Shit. As usual, something's gotta happen. That is a mouse. Yay! There it is. Whoa, whoa, hold on. There we go. Had me in the wrong spot there for a second. I keep forgetting that I had actually added those camera toggles. For those of you who know, this was the first game that I ever streamed. Why are you not playing the music? Excuse me. Hold on. Something's going on here. And it's frozen. Okay, give me a second. I got this.